And we're back. Hold on. What's up? Let me get that sound right, baby. Welcome back to the N.y.a show as we continue another great week. I appreciate, continued support of this show, baby. Be sure that you look into everything from last week. Let me pull up last week's YouTube roll because I want to make sure that everybody continues to check out the YouTube because that's where it all goes down. Let me see. TikTok and all those other good places are well, but let me make sure that everybody, let me see what we did last week. Love thy neighbor. The story about Pastor AD down there in Florida housing a man there at his church, and that man turned around and took his life. Be sure that you check out that show, as well as Donald Trump brought us some big money, over 50 million at one fundraiser event. Be sure you check that out, as well as Iko Lee Simmons, Russell Simmons, and Kamora Lee Simmons' daughter, I think their youngest daughter, her escapades with her 65-year-old former boyfriend, as well as a young lady named Tashera Terrell. I think that's what her name was. God told this woman during the eclipse to shoot on the freeway. Please be sure that you check out those stories, as well as how a mother is balancing life in the pursuit of dreams. An interview with actress Breyonna M. Thomas by Ajay is on Spotify, as well as Literally Is No Pressure, episode 154 with peace_peace. And those links will be below per usual, so that you guys can go support these videos and channels. Now I want to hop into tonight's story about justice for Sadie. GoFundMe surpasses 30K. Go for a 19-year-old Wisconsin pizza shop worker found dismembered after first date. So that's her on the left with her date, presumed to be killer, on the right. A fundraiser launched in honor of slain teen Sadie Robinson, a Wisconsin pizza shop worker who was tragically found dismembered after vanishing, exceeds the 30K goal with less than a month to go until her service, RadarOnline.com has learned. Robinson's life was claimed far too soon following a sudden disappearance in a case that shocked the nation. She was only 19-year-old, and her birthday was around the corner on May 10th. So she had a birthday coming up at the top of next month, and this dude right here is claimed to be the one that took her life, sadly. Here she is, another picture of this young lady. Rest in peace. Well, rest in peace to Sade, to Sadie Robinson. The police said that she and the suspect, Maxwell Anderson, who was 33, you know what the fuck he was doing, trying to take a 19-year-old out, went on a first date in Milwaukee on April 1st after going out for a seafood dinner at a restaurant. Oh, Lord, had my girl out there eating the finest of the seafood out there, licking the fingers, Lord. Dinner at a restaurant he once worked for. The setup. Robinson went back to Anderson's home on the night before she vanished. So you already can kind of assume, but like I said, 1933. Surveillance video captured Robinson and Anderson sitting at a bar together. Her burned car was found the next morning. Robinson was reported missing on April 2nd, after she did show up for her shift. Man, it's way too common over the years, even stories I haven't done, stories I've just passed. Men too constantly take these women's lives and then burn their vehicles. This is just common crime, top thing that's done. No matter who it is or where it is across this planet, people love to do these things to women and burn cars. They went on a first date on the 1st of this month. Police revealed a report of a severed leg located near a golf course in Milwaukee County, Wisconsin, and the case gained even more traction when additional human remains were found scattered in Milwaukee. It's unclear. All these people, DAHMER, and all these people they give shows to. Even after all of these years, these type of people were still born into these worlds, sucked on titties, and then grew up to be these type of people that they made fucking movies and documentaries about. That cycle it's a never-ending cycle. These murderers, we make them every single day. Every single day, a murderer popping out of a pussy somewhere. It's unclear if those remains also belong to Robinson. So he's just throwing it in here just to get me all mixed up. The leg was determined to be from a black female who had pink toenail polish on at the time. DNA found that it belonged to the 19-year-old. Anderson, 33, was arrested on April 1st at April 4th at a traffic stop and charged with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and arson to a building or property. This dweeb right here. This is what, you will, Maxwell Anderson, you will meet your fate, as they all do. Rest in peace And prayers to the family of Sadie Robinson. The GoFundMe has already exceeded, moved me out of the way, 46,000 of 30K. And her service is coming up. I'm pretty sure lots and lots of arrangements have to be made. And rest in peace to this young lady, because all she did was link up with a guy who probably shouldn't have been taking the interest in her anyway. Linked up with him and got into a situation where her body was found dismembered, car burnt up. And here we are now. Her family is planning a funeral, and everybody more and more common. Everybody has a GoFundMe, just because a lot of times these situations are unfunded. I mean, they were unseen. You know, they were unseen. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw them coming. And then there's also this thing that goes around various communities, not just my community, but lack of life insurance. If we got these $100,000, $50,000 different policies, there's not so much of the GoFundMe's, because like I said, the GoFundMe to me feels like, in this modern area, it feels like the fish fry. You know, the fish fry on you. If you're pulling up a fish fry on this block at a certain couple of days slots, and you hit it big, boom, that fish fry sees they get everything they needed for them services. But if you pull in one on another side of town, go look at the GoFundMe website, and your thing doesn't get as much attention, or like I say, not enough people come on that block, your fish fry just won't do it good. But I said that's just what I'm seeing more and more. Too many stories I cover have GoFundMe, but there's not enough attention put in this country. Y'all know I do stories across the board, black, white, Indian, Chinese, no matter who it is. When it comes to the person on this side of the screen, the man, it's always a man doing some nutball things to a woman. It's just another story passes by. I like to say, people here, bartenders I done went and bought drinks from, have been put in these same type of situations. And here we are, no real tough laws or nothing. We're not stoning, we're not crucifying, we're not doing none of these things to some of these people who decide that they want to go after women and do such terrible things to women. Sorry, it could have been my mother, could have been my sister, could have been my little shorty, could have been my niece, all these different things. So y'all let me know what y'all thoughts on the story though. Rest in peace to Sadie Robinson. Rest in peace to her. Rest in peace to this dude whenever his day comes. And may justice prevail for her. May she have a beautiful service. The N.y.a show. Let me know what y'all thoughts are. Continue to support the last couple of shows that I did, and I always appreciate that support. We're gonna keep on banging them out. It's the N.y.a show. I'll see y'all on the next one.